Question 4, JAMB chemistry. Good. Which of the following makes oil distinguish from fats? A. Oil contains a higher proportion of unsaturation. B. Fats contain a higher proportion of unsaturation. C. Oil and fat have the same proportion of unsaturation. D. Neither oil nor fats have unsaturation. Good. First of all, let's consider fats and oil. Fats and oil are a group of organic compound called lipids. Now, fats is a solid lipid at room temperature, while oil is a liquid lipid at room temperature. This is spelling of lipid on the board. Now, fats and oil, both of them are also called esters or glyceride. So they are formed from the esterification reaction. So esters are also known as alkanoids. So they are formed from esterification reaction. How do we form esterification reaction? This is a reaction between an alkanoic and an alkanol. So when alkanoic and alkanol react together, they form compounds called esters. Good. Now, anytime alkanoic, higher members of alkanoic that contain long saturated chain, anytime they combine with propan 1,2,3-triol, which is also an alkanol, so that contains 3-hydroxyl group. Anytime this is happening, so the higher member of alkanoic is known as fatty acid. So when we combine fatty acid with glycerol, so this will lead us to fats and oil, lipid, with the production of water molecule. So this is the reaction that leads to the production of lipids. So glycerol is propan 1,2,3-triol, and fatty acid are carboxylic acid that contains long chain of saturation. So long saturated hydrocarbon chain. Good. Now, what's now the difference between oil and fat? The difference is just that oil contains higher proportion of unsaturation. What do we mean by unsaturation? When we have double bond or triple bond in a compound, then the compound is unsaturated. But saturated one, we have only single bond. So now in fat, we have only single bond. And this single bond makes them to hold one another tightly. It makes them to hold one another tightly. That's why they are closely packed. And as a result of that, we have a solid shape for fat. But the presence of unsaturation makes oil the molecules unable to hold one another tightly. And that's what leads to the liquid state of oil. So that means the correct answer to this is option A. Thank you.